So about my official page for my Reskinz. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of information here about my page and what I'm planning and what's ahead. So I have tons of stuff on here, but it won't look like there's a lot of things on this website, but when you think about it, everything is kind of been packed. So I just wanted to show you my website here and what has changed and how what's gonna happen next. So yes, you will still be able to get all these reskins. Don't just assume and think that just because there hasn't been any information on it, you won't be getting the website, you won't be getting the reskins, and the website won't be up and available. It will be available. And I've also decided to, in regards to the route, I've decided to make it the Washington to Baltimore. So we'll get more to that as I go along through this page. But as you can see, we got some Mark SC44 chargers here. I can't say the reskins were difficult to make. They were pretty easy and simple and self-explanatory to make, so it was easy to make. But I've also added some preview videos of, oh, there goes a cam right there, I don't know if you see it, but I use cams along my route to make my videos. So yeah, so I've been still on my website, still doing things, changing around some things. As we go to 50th anniversary for Amtrak, you still got some things up here that I've kind of modified and changed. And you'll always get this footer at the bottom because this is going to be your actual thing to download for the route. You'll get your dependencies and everything that goes along with this route. But as we move on to the chargers section, you'll still get everything. You'll get is just in packs and huge packs. It won't just be everything separate, because it would be so hard for you to download. You're downloading this, you're downloading that. You have so much you have to download, and it takes a long time. So why not make life easier for you guys and to just put it into a pack? So this will basically be the whole thing, all the skins that I've made. And then you'll also get this. This is a separate pack, and this is a separate pack because it's the same skin but with different road numbers. So you'll get from 80 to 87. So for all the charges that are currently in service, I believe, and yeah, you'll get all the skins with different road numbers. So I think that'll be good to have. This will always be on your SC44 charges catalog, and sections of the route. It goes to footer at the bottom, and then we go to the AEM7 section catalog. These kind of look different, but I wanted to make it into a full pack. I'm still thinking about doing that, but I decided to keep them all separate so you guys can see what they actually look like. Things like that. So, and then we're going into the comment section. This as well, I've kind of mentioned this before. I probably have it to you guys who's new in my channel, but all of this right here is just all separate. This is a whole New Jersey transit comment pack, and then you get the Mark pack, which is separate, and separate packs. They're like mega packs. And then you have all kinds from Metro North to Mass Bay Transit Authorities to Mark, and you got C.Rail, and we got a little bit of Amtrak colors. I know this one doesn't really exist, but it's something I made for you guys though. And this will be a separate pack as well. You're able to download it. It'll be a separate pack. You'll also get SEPTA, and we're going to be moving on to GP40s. Everybody's been wanting GP40s, but it's not that simple. But it goes to Washington route. And we're here at the GP40s. I know people have been wanting to ask for these, but it's due to joint to the rail and other situations, there's just no way that I could possibly do that. Like if it wasn't a situation that involved joint to the rail and them and their content, and it's impossible for me to release these. Even though I have them up here, I know that I can't release them. But people have been wanting to ask me about the skins that are on these engines, besides not to release the engine itself, but to release the skins. That's a big question that probably still has to be answered. But once I get a clear decision and a clear answer about that, I can definitely can give you guys a heads up and let you guys know about that. But anyway, you'll get the GP40 pack that I had skinned. So they're all 5 of them here. And I also have what they call it, the F40 PH, New Jersey Transit livery skin. So I made this skin a while back. People want it, but I can't really give out the loco itself again. Due to jointed rail, I can't really do it. It's out of my control. As much as you guys want it and you want these skins, like, I wouldn't mind passing it over, but at the same time, I can't due to jointed rail and them. And everybody is so quick to attack you about, locos and this and that, and things being released without, consent, or things doing illegally. I just try to follow the rules and try to do what's best. But if it's possible for me to release the skin and not the engine, and if I get confirmation about that, I will let you guys know, and I will definitely have that available. Again, here goes my footer for Washington to Baltimore route. Okay, so we got into the actual route itself. So, just to give you guys a little bit of information about the route, I have, planned on releasing this route separately. At first, it was going to be a fully route. It was going to be from Philadelphia to Wilmington, Baltimore, Washington. But I decided to make them separate because there's a lot that goes into these routes. Like if you were me that had like more than 68 or 64 gigs of RAM or memory or space and a lot of solid state drives, then you'd be able to run something like this. But if you weren't able to, then I try to put as much as detail in this, so a lot of detail in these routes. I try to make it realistic. I don't try to make it like that 2D stuff. Everybody, we all want realism in trains. We don't want this fake stuff and like 2D and stuff. It's just not cool. Like, I just don't like the 2D things. I like realistic stuff. So all this you see in these photos, this is the stuff I built. I made this myself. I put it down. I laid the track and everything. It's not just photos I uploaded just from someone else. No, this is a thing that I've made. I put down. It took me a while to make, but I got it all down because I've been there and I know what it's like to be at Washington Union Station. So, but anyway, I'm talking about, like, I'm gonna have this route separate. So it's gonna go from Washington D.C. to Baltimore. You're gonna get all the stops along the way. Nothing is going to be missed out of it. I want to make this as really detailed as possible, and I will definitely have this up. People wanted this to be freeware. That was a major factor, major question. Or people wanted this to be uploaded for like payware issues. So I'm pretty serious about it. So, like, for those who really want it payware, I'll make it payware, and like, it'll be official in the train's newsletter. So that's it's only what people want. It's not like I'm forcing you guys. I'm forcing it to be payware and those who actually have to pay. No. So what I did for this route, I used like maps that I had to use from Google. So what I did is I took screenshots of the tracks, scenery, things that go around the route, stations and everything, and I got it all down, and I got it like to the point that it looked really nice. So I tried to put as much as detail as possible, and But yeah, this is still an option right now. I'm still gonna put this out there. I know people have been wanting to ask me for this. They probably just called dibs on it because they thought it wasn't really gonna come out, but it is. And that's a big question right now, whether I want to make this payware or make it freeware. So, you know, so my plan here for this route is to have them separate. So what you'll get is you'll get the Washington to Baltimore route will be the first part. Then you'll get the second part, which is from Baltimore. You'll get going down to Wilmington and then towards Philadelphia. So that's my plan. So once I'm able to release the Washington to Baltimore route, you guys can enjoy that part, and then I'll add the second portion, and it'll be merged together. So that's the plan. If you guys have any questions, you can comment below about it. Let me know what you think, and I'm definitely am willing to work together. So this is the plan. I think Trains is a lot more fun to play because you have a lot of options compared to Train Simulator. It's just you don't have a lot of options in Train Simulator, and it's been pretty fun playing on a route like this. I know the B-level cars, they have issues where like you can't even use the cab lights, or there's no interior or anything. Yeah, there's been questions about that too. It's been like that ever since. It hasn't changed. So these are the old ones I used to use, but there's more chargers now that we have some. So I think that is a good thing. So but yeah, so back to what I was saying, everything here I got down and I tried to make it as realistic as possible. As you notice from the catenary wires in this photo, I didn't use the actual PRR ones, but during the route, when you go past Baltimore and you're heading out towards Martin Station, Airport Station, or BWI, I think the catenary might have changed. It's not going to be the same, but yeah, so everything I've made is I put it down, and I just wanted to be real about it. So let me know what you guys think about this. I wanted to keep it separate because it's a lot of detail for a big route like this. Just to go from Washington all the way down to Philadelphia, it's a lot of scenery, and it can take a major toll on your computer. Like all those young guys who think that they have enough RAM and space and everything else, like for you, I'd recommend to get like a lot of RAM, or like just a better graphics card, because you might want to adjust the settings a bit, but it's a lot. Like it really is. Like it just is a lot of scenery and it's a lot of detail. So but this is all for the route, and I'm just morally focused on that route than anything else. So but this is what's happening with the page and everything else, and I'm taking it pretty seriously. So this is the plan that's coming up: Washington to Baltimore, and then we'll get to Wilmington to Philadelphia part, and we'll put those routes together. But don't worry, you'll still be able to play the Washington to Baltimore route while the other portion is coming. So that's my plan. So alright guys, that's like some things I want to tell you about my page here. My page is still coming. It's not going to vanish. Don't worry about that. It's all being taken care of. So any questions you have for me, just leave it down below in the comment section. I'll check it out, and I'll best answer your questions to the best of my ability, and I'll totally be honest with you. So thank you guys for watching my video, and have a great day.